very beautiful morning to you. Welcome to another day and another time to talk about the issues that concern us as Nigerians. Welcome to Perspectives Unlimited right here on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Perspectives Unlimited is that platform where we go beyond the news to help you make sense of some of the stories across our various national dailies. My name is Toluwaleke, Alli. And together with the analysts in the studio this morning, we will be delving into our various national dailies in a bid to keep you abreast of what happenings around Nigeria. Because as I would always say, the duty of keeping Nigeria together and ensuring that we get the best and the Nigeria of our dreams is on you and I. And so we can't afford to be quiet. We can't afford to act like we don't care. And so one of the avenues is for shows like this, where we come together to actually talk about these cogent issues. Once again, welcome this morning. This is Perspectives Unlimited on Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Let's begin by checking out the front pages across some of our national dailies this morning, beginning with the Guardian newspaper. And on the front page of the Guardian newspaper for this morning, 2027 ADC unveils Code of Ethics document for candidates members. And that's on page 3. Oshun 2026, Adeleke Oyebamiji Salam talked off of victory. Story can be found on page 3 as well of the Guardian newspaper for this morning. Federal government recovers 3 billion naira media debts, declares end to unpaid adverts. And that's on page 7. The lead story on the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning, chaos as passengers airlines suffer losses from over 80 cancelled flights. And this is basically Air Peace versus the unions. And it's on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper for this morning. And you can see image of protesting members of the aviation unions as they blocked access to airport terminals as passengers remained in limbo, awaiting resolution in Lagos and Abuja yesterday. Obasanjo, Jonathan, others seek overhaul of Nigeria's democracy governance structure. The story can be found on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper for this morning. Orire abduction. Oyo probe panel seeks public evidence. ZSS releases artisan. That story can be found on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Right, still on the Guardian newspaper, ASU prepares 20 varsities for industrial action, issues 14-day ultimatum. Stories on page 4. UBEC urges states to deploy unutilized 332 billion naira education development fund. To read more on that story, check out page 7. Nigeria's highest debt service draining social infrastructure spending, AFDB, warns. And that story is on page 18 of the Guardian newspaper for this morning. Checking out the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now. Above the masthead, Tinubu approves deep offshore investment framework to unlock $50 billion in new investment. And that's on page 23. 10 police officers, 17 bandits killed in Zamfara Kebbi clash. Check out page 13 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. The lead story, Adeleke demands Osun senator's arrest. And it has a couple of riders. Accuses him of calling for the killing of Accord members, says it is a matter of national security. I said kill Accord with votes, not violence, Fadausi explains. Police to deploy over 10,000 personnel. The story can be found on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. TUC demands 1,000 naira to dollar exchange rate, and it has a rider says stronger naira will cut food prices. That's on page 23. Nigeria to benefit from $100 billion investment in oil and gas, others. And the story can be found on page 6. Millions of Nigerian children risk losing basic rights over birth certificates. The story can be found on page 29 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper for this morning. ASU threatens over a facade implementation of 2025 federal government ASU agreement, gives 21 varsities 14-day ultimatum. And that's on page 10. How devalued currency, debt pressures weigh on improvements in Nigeria's economy. That's on page 7. On page 22 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper for this morning, no democracy in Africa but first liberal democracy. That's according to Obasanjo. And in the health column, sickle cell trait may hide diabetes. That's according to a Ghana study. And that's a warning. It's on page 10 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. On the front page of the Punch newspaper for this morning, above the masthead, Fubara, lawmakers battle stalls Rivers 1.85 trillion naira budget. That's on page 9. No difference worth breaking Nigeria apart. That's coming from the president, and it's also on page 9 of the Punch newspaper. Passengers stranded as unions ground Air Peace flights. Check out page 33 for that story. Obasanjo, Obi demand major shake-up of democratic institutions. That's also on page 9. The lead story on the front page of the Punch newspaper for this morning. Osun election. 10 battleground local governments that may decide Adeleke Oyebamiji race. And it has 3 riders: Ife, Oshogbo, Iwo, Ilesha East, Odotin, Olorunda in focus as candidates mobilize heavyweights ahead of poll. Town hall meeting, Adeleke defense record, Oyebamiji, Salam unveil plans. ADC's Salam banks on Aregbesola to spring surprise. 3 suspected party members killed as violence deepens. The story can be found on pages 2 and 8 of the Punch newspaper for this morning. Also on the front page, in a rather unfortunate one, this is 224 dead, 700 injured in powerful earthquake. As powerful earthquake rocks Colombia. I beg your pardon. 224 dead, 700 injured as powerful earthquake rocks Colombia. And that story is on page 32 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Police plan fresh security roadmap ahead of 2027 polls. That's on page 12. 10 cops, 2 civilians killed, 7 bandits neutralized in Kebbi. And that's on pages 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper. And finally, modular refineries shun domestic crude over high costs. And that's on page 20. And finally, to the front page of the Vanguard newspaper for this morning. Above the masthead, federal government backs regional petrol pricing benchmark for West Africa. That's on page 22. Infrastructure terrorism, how scavengers wreak havoc on public facilities. And that's on page 2. 5% TSC, passengers stranded as unions protest ground flights in Lagos, Abuja. That's on page 9. 2027, Atiku raises concern over outdated beavers. The story can be found on page 32 of the Vanguard newspaper. The lead story reads, Osun decides candidates talk tough, unveil plans for state. It has a couple of riders. I'm a bulldozer, not afraid of federal might. APC governors. That's according to Adeleke. Oyebamiji downplays federal might, vows to banish poverty. We'll build on past governors' achievements. That's coming from Salam. And then there's another rider, which is on page 13, controversy over Senator Fadausi's comments. But the main story can be found on page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper. Incitement, CAN, PFN, NHRC, Kwankwanso, knock Sheikh Jingir. And it has a couple of riders. NHRC asks federal government to arrest, prosecute Sheikh Jingir for hate speech. Political choice and not threat. Religious division is. That's coming from CAN. Government should be hard on religious extremists. That's coming from PFN. Divisive statements must be dealt with. That's also coming from Kwakwanso, and it's on page 5. ASU orders 20 universities to prepare for strike, gives federal government states 14-day ultimatum. That's on page 9 as well. Jonathan's 2015 sacrifices saved Nigeria's democracy, says Nenadi Usman. Story can be found on page 12. Federal government targets 6 flashpoints, a new push to end farmers-herders clashes. That's on page 7. PDP, APC kick as Cross River pegs presidential campaign ads at 150 million naira. Governorship, 100 million naira. And that's on page 12. And finally, reform. Tinubu projects $50 billion revenue to unlock offshore investment. And the story can be found on page 30. Those are the stories across the front pages of some of our national dailies for this morning. All right, joining me on the conversation this morning in the studio is our analyst, Chukwemeka Munachi. So good morning, Chukwemeka.
Good morning, Tolu.
All right, good to have you on the show this morning. Let us begin with the lead story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. Osun decides candidates talk tough, unveil plans for state. And I'll take some of that story and other stories relating to Osun State as we prepare for their election on Saturday. Frontline candidates in Saturday's governorship election in Osun yesterday talked tough about their chances of winning the poll and unveiled what they would do for the state if elected. Speaking separately at a town hall meeting in Oshogbo, the candidates, including Governor Ademola Adeleke of Accord, Asiwaju Muniruddin Bola Oyebamiji of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Dr. Najim Salam of African Democratic Congress, ADC, and Olajide Esan of the African Action Congress, AAC, said they would win if the poll was free and fair. The town hall meeting had seasoned media professionals on seat on the panel. And according to Governor Adeleke, who spoke first, he said that he is not intimidated by the federal government and some APC governors for Oyebamiji. He described himself as a bulldozer saying that he was prepared to face the federal might and the influence of governors backing his opponent. And they said that the governors were his friends and expressed confidence that their presence in Osun would not determine the outcome of the election. And also, speaking at the same time, he also went on to reflect on his work so far in Osun State and how well he has been able to, develop Osun State. And then the APC's Oyebamiji downplays what Adeleke described as federal might, and he vows to banish poverty. He dismissed allegations that the federal government planned to deploy its influence to secure victory for him at the election. And he said his priority, if elected, would be the welfare and development of residents across the state, irrespective of their location. I think that is already playing out because videos have been surfacing online of, 2 Congos of rice being shared to the people. There was even a particular video that caused more concern because the rice came with curses that if you don't vote for this, after collecting this rice, then so
thing will happen to your children.
Yeah, okay, you've seen the video as well. All right.
So thing will happen to your children.
Yeah. So as we prepare for the Osun State election, there's been a whole lot that has been playing out. There's also a threat by the senator representing the Osun East Senatorial District, who the governor had already raised alarm that he should be arrested, prosecuted over alleged threat to kill Accord members. So the Osun State Governor at MIFO now called on the Inspector General of Police to order the arrest and prosecution of Senator Francis Fadausi, representing Osun East Senatorial District, over alleged threats to kill members of the Accord Party. And a video circulating on social media actually purportedly showed Fadausi addressing members of the APC protesting alleged killings of members in Elisha. And in the video, the senator was allegedly heard urging APC supporters to attack members of the Accord Party wherever they are found. And, the governor then, the video has, of course, gone viral now. And then the governor now called on the IG to look into the video. And he said that the IGP actually confirmed the existence of the video and assured him that action would be taken. But in swift response, the senator said that what he meant it's just a political metaphor. He's just urging all Progressive Congress supporters to defeat Accord Party at the ballot box, and that's what he meant. I mean, we can't be the one to fully understand what he meant. So he has come out to say, but this is also as David Adeleke, popularly called Davido, who is nephew to the governor of Osun State, has called on the president of the United States of America, and he wrote to him and also raised alarm over the Osun election. Now, to be recalled that prior to now, we've seen lots of violence play out in Osun State build up to the election, this election that will be happening on Saturday. And so he wrote an open letter to the United States president raising concerns about the possibility of violence, intimidation, and disruption of the electoral process in the forthcoming Osun State governorship election, where his governor is seeking re-election, his uncle rather, Governor Ademola Adeleke, is seeking re-election. And he said that he's calling his attention to the situation in Osun State, Nigeria, as they approach the election. That it's very possible that, there'll be tension, there'll be intimidation, which of course has played out across political parties in Osun State as the elections draw nearer. Now, this is a whole lot to talk about. But first, when will Nigeria end the kind of election that brings violence?
Okay, Tolu, I am very, very sorry for this country. I am very, very sorry for our country called Nigeria. Why am I sorry for this country. This country has been hijacked.
By who?
Undesirable elements. People who have nothing to do with leadership. And they parade as leaders. Tolu, if I have not seen principled men in my lifetime at the affairs of this country, maybe I would have thought that this is the way it is. But I was around when we had principled men and women. People who will not shed blood because they want position. People who hate lying because they know that the way you get into power will determine what you will do. Do you expect criminals to win an election and give you good governance? It's not possible, because our shadows will follow us wherever we go. You can't run away from your shadow. You can run away from any other thing, but your shadow will follow you. The only time your shadow will leave you is when you are in the dark. But as far as you are a criminal and you get into power, you will never deliver dividends of democracy. You will see, you will kill, you will maim, you will do all manner of things to get into that position. And when you get there, there's nothing you are going to do for the people, because you can't run away from your shadow. Tolu, Osun State, look at what the Sheikh said in Kanu, in the presence of dignitaries, and we were clapping for him. And up till now, we have not had anything from the presidency. We have not had anything at all. Remember what when Onai Cardinal told the president that the country is bleeding. All the mercenaries, all the aides came after the man. Nobody has said anything concerning what Sheikh Jingi has said. Imagine looking at another faith, and you open your mouth in public, and the governor was there raising up his hand. Look at what Senator Francis Father Unsea said in Osun State. Kill people. Nobody has gone after him. These men represent the quality of leadership we have in the country. You can't run away from it. Tolu, if democracy has to do with bloodshed, then democracy is not worth practicing. Nigeria is the only country where politicians are richer than investors and entrepreneurs. And that's to show you how corrupt we are. Why must you kill people because you want to go and lead them? Why must somebody wake up and say, these people, this is the Muslim ticket. If you don't endorse it, go to another country. And yet, we have not had anything. When they set this country ablaze, because they want power, where will the country be for them to become leaders? You see, Tolu, I still remember vividly. I was writing for a particular magazine, and I was billed to interview an elderly gentleman. I've forgotten his name. He's a Yoruba man. He lived all his life abroad, a psychologist. So I went to his house, and I can't forget, because every day I keep remembering what that man told me, because he's playing out every day. The man said, I asked him a question, how do you see Nigeria, Baba? Baba said, Chukwuemeka, let me tell you something. Very good friend of mine. He said, look, most of the people you people call leaders in Nigeria cannot be allowed to take care of animals in the country where he was coming from. I saw it as an embarrassing statement. I said, why did you say that, Baba? He said they don't have the temperament. He said they don't have what it takes to become leaders. That they can't even take care of animals in the country where this Baba lived all his life. Look at what is playing out. You want to win an election, you are calling people to kill other people. And the DSS, SS, all the SSS we have in the country, they have all gone to bed. No, but this man has not been. If it's a normal country, do you think that man will still be on the ballot box? They will arrest him. Because you want to send the country ablaze. If Nigeria is a normal country, do you think that Sheikh will still be walking up and down? He will not. But in a country where some individuals are above the constitution, above the law of the land, there can be development. And look, Tolu, let me even tell you. Do you know, all this one we are running up and down, we are bringing investors. They are reading what is going on in our country. They know that this place is a dangerous place. They know that some individuals in Nigeria are clear and present danger. They cannot come and put their money here. In a democracy where people want to choose their leaders, and somebody is telling others to kill people, and yet the authorities are keeping quiet. They are not saying anything. Nobody has been arrested.
The IG said it's going to look into it.
Forget about what the IG is saying. Jimmy Ducey, where is he from? Forget about what he's going to. Bayo Ononaga is still going to react to Jingi. Is he going to happy? The Nebowala, is he going to? Look, Tolu, we cannot be deceived. If Nigeria is a normal country, do you think these people will be going about making hate speeches all over the place? And they have not been. Somebody who is not, but the question is, does it mean that clerics and politicians are above arrest and prosecution in Nigeria? Are they above the law? Nobody can arrest them. That man is not saying, I told my members to kill with the vote. Do they kill people with the vote? Do they kill people with votes? Oshu has a history of political killings. If you check from 2006 to 2026, go and check how many people have been killed in Oshu State. Every election, go and check. The thing is still playing out. And somebody is making such inflammatory statement in a country where unity is fragile. And yet, this man will be on the ballot box. And we are going to vote. What kind of democracy is that? I'm sorry for this country. And I'm sorry for Nigerians. Because we don't even know what we are doing. Tolu, if you were around during the time of UPN, NPP, you see quality leadership. You see, I was privileged to work with one of the secretaries to Chief Obafemi Awolowo. The man is now late, Chief Ajuluchukwu. He was one of the secretaries. This man told me, we're in a newsroom together. The man, you know what the man said? He said, prior to that, I think 1979 election, that he went to Baba and said, Baba, the opposition are planning to rig the election. So what do we do? He said, Baba Awolowo. That's why till today I respect this man. He said, Baba Awolowo told them that, look, if Nigerians don't vote for me, I will not be their president. Nobody should go and rig election for me. Can we still have such people in Nigeria today? We don't have them. And we expect the country to grow. It can't grow.
All right, if you're just joining, this is Perspectives Unlimited on Wales Radio 89.3 FM. We're going to commercial break now. When we come back, we'll talk about vote buying, as we've seen in videos circulating online, as well as expectations for the election coming up in Osun State. Stay with us.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Hello, Miss Flora. Finally, this holiday is here. But honestly, I don't know what to do with my children.
Why? Aren't you excited that you're on break?
Excited? One talks from morning till evening without control, and the other one can barely introduce himself. I'm worried about both of them.
Now you see the work that we teachers put in. But then, I have a perfect solution for you. Why not enroll them into the Wales Radio Media Academy Summer School 2026?
Media Academy for children?
Absolutely. They'll learn public speaking, broadcasting, confidence, communication, and so much more. Matter of fact, I'm enrolling too. I want to sharpen my public speaking skills before the new school term.
Really? Then we are definitely coming.
This holiday, turn potential into purpose at Wells Radio Media Academy Summer School 2026 from 12th August to 18th September. Enjoy 6 weeks of practical media training, studio sessions, and mentorship from experienced trainers. Open to senior secondary school students, teachers. For further inquiries or to register, call or WhatsApp 0814-694-6928, 0814-694-6928. Don't let the holiday go to waste. Enroll today at the Wells Radio Media Academy Summer School 2026.
Thinking of an all-in-one digital platform that fits your lifestyle and makes everyday payments simple, reliable, and fast?
Oh, wow. Yes, please.
Allow me introduce you to BillStation, your one-stop digital payment solution for individuals and businesses. Built to simplify payments and services for millions across Africa. With BillStation, you can buy cheap airtime and data, pay electricity bills, send money instantly, make online payments, and book flights and hotels. Enjoy our overseas airport pickup services, interstate bus ticket sales, and event tickets, all on BillStation. Fast, simple, reliable.
Wow, that's amazing.
Visit www.thebillstation.com. Download the BillStation app on the Apple App Store or Android Google Play and get welcome bonuses when you sign up. Enjoy fast customer support and a seamless user experience every time. Get in touch with us today.
Email thebillstation175@gmail.com or sales@thebillstation.com.
WhatsApp 091 6858 1914. BillStation. Your world, your money, one station.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it. We deliver it to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafi Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
Boost your business with Wells Radio 89.3 FM. In a competitive world of business, strategic brand and product positioning is key to growth. Don't remain unseen in the shadows. Shine a spotlight on your brand with Wells Radio 89.3 FM today. Why Wells Radio? We are your state's #1 family radio station. We connect with the heart of families in your state. As the smallest unit of the society, families trust Wells Radio for quality content and information. Visit us today along Alaafi Avenue, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. Our white and blue building just before Sharp Corner ensures your business won't go unnoticed. Advertise with us today. Call our marketing office on 0903-936-8185. Call Toby on 0803-509-3394. Ayo on 0706 840-7359. Take the leap today. Let Wells Radio 89.3 FM be the megaphone for your business success. You won't regret it.
All right, right, welcome back. This is still Perspectives Unlimited right here on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio. And of course, still in the studio with me is our analyst, Chukwemeka Munachi. And we have so far been talking about the Osun State election, talking about the different issues that have been coming up so far, the violence, the vote buying, every other thing. And so I said that when we get back, we're going to talk about vote buying and how it has been pretty obvious, because videos have been surfacing online of, sharing rice, sharing bread, and all of those things, as well as the fact that it's not even eating anymore. You get rice, you take rice, you swear that you have to vote for the political party that you're collecting from. And then there's also, overall looking at the Osun State election, because we're preparing for the 2027 election. This is supposed to be another election that we look up to see what 2027 would be looking like. What is your view of how this election is going to be?
Like I said again and again, that I'm very sorry for our country. We are. There's no way. You see, we are not making any progress in terms of improving in what we have done in time past. What we are practicing here, it's not democracy. It's not. You understand? Because the people who say they are Democrats are not Democrats. They are not. Look at what INEC, DSS, SS, police, everything, NCDC, DC. They have deployed 10,000 officials in Osun State. There is more than 25,000 security operatives in Osun State, and yet people are sharing rice. And those who are collecting are made to swear that these 2 Congos of rice we are giving you, if you don't vote for Susan Swe party, your children will suffer, and they will collect the rice. And you call that, and nobody has been arrested. And you call that election. And when you have compromise, that's why there is complete total institutional decay in Nigeria. Why is it that none of those people sharing rice, bread has been arrested? Nobody. And tomorrow somebody will come out and say, I'm a winner. They will even go to church or mosque for Thanksgiving. God will, you see, such pastors and such imams, God will hold them responsible, because you are accomplice to criminality. If you want to rule the people, you want to be their leader, must you kill people before you become a leader? People that are, now those people that are saying kill people, where are their children and their wives and concubines? Why will they not bring them out and let them lead the killing? They may not even be in Nigeria. Yet other people's children head will be used to break coconut, and their children are somewhere. My sister, it's not just about poverty. The Nigerians have been devalued to the level that they don't value their life again. Osun State election, we have been saying it on this platform. Let there be no bloodshed. Let there be no bloodshed, because they are going to kill people, all in the name of election. Is that democracy? That is not democracy. Even though, look at a country as small as Ghana. You can't hear killings. You can't. Because they have men who are principled, women who are principled, who want to contest. They know that if they dirty their hands before getting into that position, there's nothing they can do. And they don't encourage killings. They only encourage their people to come out and vote. But here is violence all over the place. Religion. And a society where religion and ethnicity, because it will produce incompetent leadership. And they promote it because they know they don't have anything to offer. So they go through the way of religion and ethnicity, because they know that Nigerians are very gullible. When it comes to ethnicity, when it comes to religion, an average Nigerian will lose his head. And he will vote for somebody who has nothing to offer him. And Nigerians see suffering, poverty and hunger as an act of ethnic loyalty. That's why they cannot protest. That's why they will see a man who is incompetent, who is a criminal, and they put him into power. Because they know that, it is an act of ethnic and religious loyalty. Are we normal? We are not normal. Until we get to the level where we understand that there is no market designated for any ethnic group or people from any religion to go and buy from. A poor man in the south is a poor man in the north. Poverty has no tribe. Poverty has no religion. You are poor. You are poor, and you are the one who. That's why when people go I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian apologist, and in our church, when they raise prayer, say let's pray for Nigeria. I know they pray for Nigeria. They know me. I can't pray for Nigeria. Why are we disturbing God? God has given us everything to become a country that is viable. But we have decided to bring undesirable elements and put them in power, and we go to God. Will God come here and vote for us? We are the people that will change our society until we come to that level where we know that religion and ethnicity has nothing to offer us. Are we not a Muslim ticket? What has it brought to us? Jingi, the sheikh that is talking, the old man that is talking. That's why I tell young people, when they tell you to take advice from old people, don't listen to them. Even fools grow old. Look, let me tell you something. He has not talked about out-of-school children in the north. He has not talked about poverty of the north. He has not talked about insecurity. Do you know that Tolu, drug addicts in the north are far more in number than drug addicts everywhere in Nigeria? The man has not even talked about that one. He's talking of Muslim ticket. Even if Christian ticket, Nigeria will never be a Muslim country. It will never be a Christian country. Never. It will never. And these embers of division, they are stoking all over the place. When it begins to mature, they will run away. He has not addressed the problem of the north. He didn't say it. Look, go, Almajiri system. The government has been spending money on Almajiri. Go and see the number of children on the street. This man sees them every day. That one doesn't bother him. What is after is Muslim ticket. It's not about religion. I am ready to vote for a Muslim who will make me see me as a Nigerian and not discriminate against me. I am ready to vote I will vote against a Christian who will not see me as a Nigerian. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not about religion. But these incompetent people encourage Nigerians to vote along religious and tribal lines. And at the end of the day, you bring undesirables into power and you suffer because you see suffering as ethnic loyalty. It is not.
Let's open the phone lines.
Open the phone lines.
0916-893-1000, 0916-893-1000, or 0915-333-4893. 0915-333-4893. You can also call 0911 33 893, 0911 33 893. Drop your text messages on those lines as well, or your WhatsApp messages on 0915-4999-893. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Ruth calling from Malakia.
Welcome to the show, Ruth.
Yes, ma. You know, a senator calling for the killing of our court members is not a politics. It is a dangerous call for violence. You know, if the viral video is genuine, the law must act immediately. Political differences should be settled at the ballot box, not through violence, fear, or intimidation. If this is what respecting the people means, representing the people means, the law must act with full force. So citizens can vote freely and without fear. I just hope the law will take its course. And on the people selling their votes for bread, 1 kogo of rice, this is really bad. Until we stop it, these people will not do what we want them to do. I just hope people get it right one day. So can't continue like this. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, sir.
I thank Mr. Toluwaleke. Innocent is speaking.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Innocent.
I will continue praying for Toluwaleke for opening up our eyes. Nigeria is an open, secret country. And God has shown me the vision that we are in a mess. And cleaning it, it continues to be a mess. So please let us all be on our knees and pray for this Nigeria. People are not honest. May we be honest through Christ our Lord.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Innocent. All right, thank you. 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893. Hello.
Hello, good morning, the beautiful radio woman.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Gwenga.
Thank you. This is Gwenga Mary calling from Apache. The last caller said we should pray for Nigeria. I mean, I don't think I can continue to be wasting my energy in praying for Nigeria. When the leaders knows the right thing to do, but they cease from doing it, then how come do we expect the country to move forward? Look at what Ningi was saying. Ningi was saying that Nigeria belongs to Muslims. You know, what the statement he made can create chaos in the country. It can bring about religious bigotry and create what we don't expect in the country. This is the same way Boko Haram started. Do you know what brought about Boko Haram? The teachings, the wrong belief that those leaders gave to their followers is part of the reason why we have Boko Haram in the country. So it is to be in a sinner country. Ningi, what's the name of that imam?
Sheikh Jingir.
Yes, should have been cooling off by now. DSS are not talking. Police are not talking. No one is talking to what he said. And I think when I checked through some records, I discovered that some developed countries in the world, they didn't develop as a result of security beliefs. As a result of religious beliefs, thinking that maybe a particular religion one and I think Nigeria, that's not what you need for now. So the man should stop preaching that message. And secondly, on the issue of Osun State, well, as we speak now, 19 cities, I think 19 or 21 citizens of Osun State has been killed ever since it's in recent times now. And how many more souls we want to lose? I think we never lose another soul, more souls again. That senator that was preaching that a particular political party should be clean and order is not. In fact, we need more system to work in this country. Such a man should have been denounced or should have been relieved of his portfolio. As I said yesterday, why will you call that a particular accord party people should be killed because of election? If you killed all the people in Osun State, then what are the people they are going to govern on? Election must not be due or that. We want a free and peaceful election in Osun State. Thank you very much, Anadi.
Thank you, Mr. Gbenga Mario. All right, 0916-893-1000, 0915-333-4893, or 0911-33-893. Let's come to Osun State here. Moving on to the Guardian newspaper, Oriri abduction. Oyo probe panel seeks public evidence as DSS releases artisan. The Judicial Commission of Inquiry set up by the Oyo State government to investigate the abduction of 46 pupils and teachers in the Oriri Local Council has called for public memoranda given Friday, August 14th, 2026 as deadline for submissions. The commission is, however, seeking relevant information on the circumstances surrounding the abduction of the pupils, students and teachers from the Esiele and Yawata communities, as well as the security response before, during and after the attack. Meanwhile, the Department of State Services has released and compensated a Katsina State-born artisan, Mustafa Marwana, after investigations cleared him of allegations linking him to terrorist activities. And the release of the carpenter was ordered by the Director General of the DSS, Oluwatosin Adeola Ajayi, after a review of his case. And the review was carried out by an investigation panel constituted by the agency. And according to investigation, this artisan is not part of the Ansaru terrorist group. But for the inquiry commission that the Oyo State government has, created now, they're looking forward to getting responses from the public. Do you see the public actually trusting enough, even if they have information, to come out to say? Because according to them, they said submit with your name, with your, details and all of that. Do you see?
You see, Tolu, what Sheyi Makinde is doing. Okay.
Let's talk to this person quickly. Hello. 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 Good morning.
This is Adunke from Muslim.
Welcome to the show, Adunke.
Yeah. I just want to urge the people of Osun State that they should not share their vote because the rights being distributed to them cannot last them 4 years. So they should vote their conscience and vote for who they think deserve the vote. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
What Shoyi Makinde is doing is a good one. There is need to know what really happened. But the problem the panel we have is that Nigerians don't trust any institution. We don't trust any institution. There is no trust in institutions of this country because they have been absolutely corrupted. Imagine asking people to come with their names and details and where they are living. Who will do that? He's doing the right thing, but people will not come because they have spoiled the system. People will not go there, even if they have the information, they will not volunteer it. Because the system is bad. The system has been corrupted. There is no look at what happened to Atiku. Somebody somebody took his account, his private account, and paid him some money, saying that it's for campaign. In order for policeman, you know what I'm saying? The man shouted, "Who released my?" Imagine that kind of situation. So there's no data privacy in Nigeria, and you're asking people to come with to put their name and if it is me, you think I will go? I will not, because you don't know where you will go and say something. This thing will be given to the people that you are even testifying against. That is why this country is in a mess, Tolu. Before this country will come back to normal, it will take us time, because we have allowed people who know next to nothing about leadership. The fact that somebody is wearing overstarched abara and stand behind the microphone and be talking rubbish does not make him a leader. A leader must have character. A leader must have integrity. A leader must be trustworthy. A leader will not call for blood of other citizens in order to be in power. A leader will not say that all is fair in politics. He can't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? So if we have such leaders, people will trust you and come and give you information.
Let's talk to this person. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, West Radio.
Good morning, sir.
Donata, good morning, my sister. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
It's very, very unfortunate that what is coming out of our leaders is evil, is wickedness, is hatred. How can you be saying that if you vote another party will be killed? Just reason that language. You are going to kill your own fellow brother, your own fellow sister, because of an election. Election that's supposed to be a game. It's very, very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And the worst part of it is that nobody is talking against it. See the one, that Ginger, I have not heard that name before. I don't even know, I have not heard about that name. Just imagine that up till now, nobody from the presidency have come out and condemn. But when an icon advise the government, see the reaction of everybody. See their reaction. My dear, there must be a time when we have to tell ourselves the truth. And they cannot die twice. Time will come that we will face ourselves each other. An old man like that, they are supposed to preach peace. Peace is not in the ritual. Then when you die, what are you going to be remembered for? That kind of a person, do you have 20 years to live again? And this is what is coming out of his mouth. It's very, very unfortunate that we have such a people as cleric, calling themselves cleric, but it's not what they are. And nobody's talking about it. Good morning.
Thank you so much for calling.
So, Tolu, it will be difficult for people, Sheyi doing the right thing, because we must investigate and find out what really happened. But the issue is that will people come out to volunteer information? That's where I doubt whether they will do that. But it's good to find out what really happened. How did we come to this situation? Who encouraged this? What are we going to do in order to forestall future occurrence? It's good. But will Nigerians come out to volunteer information?
All right. I'm so sorry we can't pick any more calls. Our time is fast spent. On Facebook, Suleiman Sharif says, "Good morning and kudos to everyone in the studio. It is highly unfortunate and deeply disturbing that a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria could make a statement that appears to authorize his supporters to kill members of another political party simply because they hold different political views. Power is temporary, but the consequences of your words can last a lifetime. Politics must never become a do-or-die affair. No election is worth the blood of our citizens." All right, it's time for us to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Tolu.
All right, thank you for being a part of the show today. And of course, Perspective Unlimited returns tomorrow. And so the conversation never ends. As I would always say, wherever it is that you find yourself, whatever it is that you find yourself doing, always ensure that you put Nigeria out there in good light. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. I am Toluwaleke Alli. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.